Alright, in this section we are going to create an infographic, another one. Remember in previous class we created this infographic. So in this new section we are going to create an infographic like this one. Let's go to new slide, click on blank document. Sorry, blank slide rather. Okay, welcome back. So in this section we are going to create this infographic. Remember in the previous class we created this infographic. So now let's create this one. Let's create a new blank slide. So let's go to, we'll draw a circle. Let's go to insert ribbon, come to shapes. Let's select the oval. Hold down your shift key, then drag. Let's drag it like this. I think it's okay now. So we want to divide the circle into four objects, 4 shapes. So let's go to insert ribbon again, go to shapes. Let's select the rectangle object. Let's draw the rectangle like this. Okay, so we're going to put it, let's assume this is the, let's try to look for the center point here. Center point. Before then, let's enable our grid lines. That can be, it can help us. So let's make this particular place our center point. Okay, let's make another copy of the line. Ctrl D. So let's assume, let me zoom in a bit so you see. So let's assume this place is our middle. Let's assume it's our middle. So what we are going to do now is we would select everything, drag, select everything. Let's come to formats, come to merge shapes. Let's click on fragments. So click anywhere within the white background here. Then we should have a divided object now. Let's make this one, let's make it orange. Let's make this shape blue. Let's make this one green. Then this one purple. Okay, let's delete the lines. We don't want the lines. Okay, so we've successfully created our shapes. Sorry, there's still line here. Let me remove the grid. Let me remove the grid lines. For us to have a clearer view of our objects. There's an object here. Let's delete it. So let's bring them together. Okay, so let's make some spacing in between them. Okay, so we've created our shape. So what we want to do now is we are going to remove the shape outline from our object by selecting the whole object. Come to shape outline, click on no outline. So now we are going to insert a text into the object. Let's select a text box. Let's draw a text. Let's call it, let's make it our SWOT. Let's make it SWOT. So let's say strength. Strength. I hope my spelling for strength is correct. Let's put it here. Let's change the font. Let's make it Lato black, then white. Let's change the font color to white. Okay. Let's duplicate the text. Hold your Control key on the keyboard. Let's make this one weakness. Let's duplicate it. Let's call this one opportunity. Let's duplicate this text. Let's call this one threat. Okay, so we've successfully created our SWOT infographic. So we can now let's group the text to each object. Select the object and select the text. Hold your Shift key and press Ctrl G to group them together. Hold your Shift key and group. Select the object and the text and group them together. Hold Shift key, select text and object, then Ctrl G to group them. So I've successfully grouped each and every one of them together to their objects they represent. So let's create a dummy text. So let's select our text box. Press the equal sign on your keyboard. Press type lorem, open brackets. Let's enter the numbers of lines and paragraph we want, then paragraph, then let's close the bracket, press enter. So we've generated a dummy text for our SWOT infographic. So let's select the text and make it Lato. Let's make it Lato. Let's increase it to 20. We can bring the text to the front like this. To the front like this. Let's zoom out a bit to see what we are doing clearly. So this is another way to create your infographic and also add the text. So remember, this one is just a dummy text, but if you want to create an infographic for your slide or for your team or for your business, you use this example as a guide to creating your own slide presentations. See you in the next class.